So we can also modify this counter operator plus plus function so that we do not explicitly create a temporary object t. Instead of creating an explicit temporary object, we can also create a nameless object. What is a nameless object? Let us see. So here we incremented the count, plus plus count. So C1 plus plus, it means C1's count will be incremented. And then we want to return. What we want to return? We want to return an object of counter. Okay, so can't we write this? Here what are we doing? We are creating an object of type counter and it is being initialized to the new value of count. Okay, and it is returning. Okay, but will it work? Let us try to run this. No, it is not working. It is giving us an error. Call to counter unsigned int. There is no matching function call. Okay, this is what? This is a function call. But specifically, this is a call to a constructor. Why? Because we are creating a new object. Okay, so here we have this constructor, but this is not matching with this. Why? Because here this is no argument constructor, but in this constructor we are passing one argument of type integer. Okay, so we need to create this counter count C. Okay. Now let us see will it work. Again it is giving us error. Counter cannot be overloaded with counter. Okay, so I forgot. Here we have to write int C because we are expecting one argument here. Okay. So now it is working in the same manner as the previous example, but only thing we have changed here is we are not creating any temporary object, but we are creating a nameless object and we are returning that. Okay, and how are we creating this nameless object? Name of the class and then in the parenthesis we are passing an argument. So this is a call to the constructor. Okay, so the constructor will create an object without any name and that object will be initialized to the value of count. Okay, so when we write C2 is equal to plus plus C1, then it means we are calling C1 dot this operator plus plus and C1's count will be incremented. Previously the count of C1 was, value of C1 was 2, now the value of C1 will become 3 and that 3 value will be used to initialize an object of class counter through this constructor call. Okay, so 3 will be passed here. So this constructor will be called and here int C means C is equal to 3 and here count parenthesis C means count is equal to 3. Okay, so the variable count of the temporary object of the nameless object will be initialized to 3. Okay, and that nameless object will be returned and after returning that object that will be assigned to C2. So C2 dot count is also 3 in this case. Okay.